We're doing progress.
Anybody online?
Yeah.
No, Dan.
Shannon's the only one right now. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Today is January 12th, 2026. This is the Village of Hannah City Village Council meeting. If everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Sorry, I was being slow. I was trying to wait for Brian to get all the way up. Yeah. That could take a minute. Yes, this evening, everybody should have a copy of our December 16th meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes as submitted.
Second.
Motion by Pearson, second by Sidak. Do we have any further comments, questions, changes? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
All ayes.
Okay, I got it.
Treasury report. Everybody should have a copy of the treasury report.
Illinois funds was just under 7,400 for the month.
And there were 1, 2.
So it's got all the payrolls.
Yeah, we have 3 payrolls for this period.
Make a motion to approve the treasurer's report and VOHC.
Motion by Pearson.
Sorry, I wasn't in here. The only thing of note is the interest for the Illinois funds was $7,390.
Brian already let us know.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. I have a motion by Pearson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Weaver. Any further discussion? Comments? Like Cassandra and Brian said, we were at 73.90.53 for interest.
Yep.
Just a little over 2.2 in there now. No.
Yeah, the daily rate's now below 4. I mean, it's still good. It's 3.885 is the last I saw was 3.8.
Okay. So we'll roll call that. Weaver?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Sidak?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Motion carries. Nothing under engineering?
Just that we got the deadline for the RFPs for the village engineer expired. We got 2 in, one from Farnsworth and one from Moore and Kerr. I don't know if it's been publicly announced yet. I know what it is okay to say, but Moore and Kerr is actually being bought out by a different company. It's not going to impact us or whatever, not going to impact Caleb that much, but it'll just be a different group rather than Moore and Kerr. So I'll be going through those. Tony's already looked at them. And I'll probably invite them maybe to the next meeting to give a presentation. We can decide what we want to do.
Sean, the attorney's report?
We've just been working on Title V, getting it ready. if anyone has concerns, please contact Brian and let him know if you have any questions or anything about business regulations that you think we should consider for Title V. Other than that, I don't have anything else at this time.
Anybody have any questions for Sean? Thank you very much, Sean. Mr. Baylor?
So we got a financial packet. This is December results, fiscal year month 8. Just, if you remember, after January be month 9. That's what Cassandra and I actually already started on next year's budget. But once we have the results for month 9, we usually use the 9 months to start building the full year budget for the next year. Core funds. So income 136,892, but we had some income for solar, for the solar project there. So that'll, if you look at the second page, that adjusts that down. So we were still to the good 16,348, but we got solar income of $22,000. Just while we're on that topic, we should be getting more solar rebate money between now and April 1st, and then going into the new fiscal year, the loan will switch from interest only to principal and interest at that point. Hopefully we'll have all the federal money and all that kind of stuff at that point, and we're working to build that cost into the budget. And then for 6 years, every quarter we'll get around $4,500, about $18,000 a year from the state money to help offset the loan.
How many quarters is it? 10 quarters?
For what?
How many quarters was the loan for?
2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was delayed a bit, right? Because
Okay, yeah.
we extended the interest only for a while.
Okay.
I'm working on a plan to maybe pay it off early. I've got some ideas of some things we might be able to do. So, assuming things land where we want them to, we'll get there. December core funds, so you can look at it. General unemployment, water, sewer, garbage. Again, sewer had high, $22,000 more income because of the solar rebate. So the adjusted number, you can see that we were negative on general. So everything else was positive. Income was below budget. Property and income tax were down, and then expenses were worse than budget for the month. We had code and lawyer fees. Labor was higher because of the year end, so that's what drove the general to be negative. Water was positive, sewer positive, and garbage is pretty much on budget. MFT, I lied to you guys. I told you we didn't have any more expenses. I forgot that we always have one final engineering expense. It's not a big number. We just processed it, didn't we? So there'll be one more expense, but we'll still be fine for that. TIF, for the month, you can see that we budgeted in December. That's when we would pay back the 80%, but we didn't. It'll probably be this month when we do that. Gwen's working on that, but our hope is to get that paid this month where we give the 80% back, and then we'll know how we'll have a better idea how we're going to finish the year. BDD, we just had some grant money that went out. I don't know, I covered everything under MFT, TIF, and BDD for the month. Year-to-date core, you can see unadjusted, we're good 166,762. That basically means operating expense and capital expense were still 166,000 to the good. Then when you adjust that number to just the operating costs, we're 367,000 to the good. And then if you look at year-to-date adjusted, we're positive across the board, doing really well in general and water, because we have big capital there that we're covering. Year to date, I don't think there's anything in there that's, the electricity on the lagoon is still doing well. I think we budgeted $25,000 for the year. We'll probably spend less than half that. But keep in mind, we didn't actually have it up and run until, mid-year, mid-calendar year.
How's it doing on a monthly basis right now?
Good. I mean, we're, I'd say our costs are somewhere between, I think, 200 and 700, where it was, before it was $2,000. So it's performing, I think, as we expected. Year-to-date MFT, we've got January, February, March, and April of income yet. And only one more bill, so we'll finish positive there. TIF, again, we've got the 80% to pay back. Hopefully we'll do that in the month of January. BDD, we budgeted to be negative, although I would say I think we have 2 residential grants that probably aren't going to get done. I don't think the people are going to do them. One was the house on, is it second, third, and then the other was some windows in the deck. I think that's not because of us, because of them not having the funding. Cash, again, I think we're at 2.7, and our year-to-date variance is $442,000. So basically, if you remember nothing else, know that for the fiscal year, we've got $440,000 more of cash than when we began the year, which is a good thing. The details are on here. Green is good, yellow is the negatives, but again, the negatives are all driven by the alleys. Timing on the MFT program is really about the only thing. And the negatives up top on the operating is mostly because we move money from up top down to the Illinois funds to earn more. Another good year, I think. You want me to keep going? I just made a list of, in the administrator's report, I just made a list of kind of the high level major projects for the year. Engineering, we've got the RFP for the process engineer that we got to go through. Legal, the code book, so finishing Title V and then doing Title II, which is building code and zoning. And then once we get it published, the new code book published, we'll eliminate American Eagle, and then we'll probably publish some of the key ordinances that have like the rates, water and sewer rates and that kind of stuff in it. Finance, we're just starting to work on the budget. We've got the Public Works Building Bond loan that we're working on, trying to get the solar rebates in before April, and then building a payment plan for getting the solar paid off. Planning and zoning, we're going to work on Title II, which is revise the zoning, figure out what we're going to do with building code, and then maybe next steps on code enforcement. Sanitary sewer, we got the solar operation, making sure that continues to work well and getting the loan set up. Sewer lining, if we decide to restart that this calendar fiscal year, I believe we will. Tower, depending on if we get the loan. Build the new public works building. Streets and alleys, we're skipping MFT, but we will do spray patching this year. CEDC has closed out the 2025 grants and then manage the 26 grants, both TIF and BDD. Manage the redevelopment agreement. So the Ergonomic Partners 1 is in place. We're going to talk about the Coffee Can 2 redevelopment agreement tonight. If there's any others that come up that we want to do something with. And then I'm waiting on the site plan for the gas station over at the mall.
Any idea when that might come?
I don't know. I mean, he calls and, thought he might be at this meeting, and then things, don't come together or whatever. So I'm not sure.
Forward.
Yeah. Yep. The next thing is it's called the Strong Communities Initiative. To be honest with you, this was kind of a thank you from Hometown Consulting, which is the people I'm working with out in Canton. This is a program where they do a free assessment for the community. You can look at the details and stuff, but it's free. We don't have to pay anything to do it. But it actually comes through Compeer Financial, but Hometown Consulting is actually doing the implementation of it. So they asked if we wanted to participate. I asked how much work it was. It's not a whole lot of work. Cassandra and I are going to be the leads on it. We'll see how it goes, but it's just free. So maybe we'll learn something good out of that.
Free is only two.
Yeah. I think the big thing is they do assessments on your GIS, and they can do some mapping and some things for us. They might be able to help us with rezoning if we decide that we want to do that, which we could be in alignment with economic development ideas later. So we'll see what comes out of it though. That is all.
Okay, committee reports, Mr. Pearson.
Yeah, all I've got is at the next meeting on 126 at 5:30 is the public hearing for the Public Works Building financing.
So that's a requirement for the bond program. So if people want to come in and say that they don't want us to borrow money to build a new public works building, or if they do,
We're doing it at 5:30.
yeah, I don't know why Gwen suggested that we did it a half an hour early. Nobody's required to be here except for me and Gwen. You're welcome to come if you want. I don't think, my guess is nobody will show, and it's just one of those things where we have to say that we gave the public an opportunity to speak.
Okay. Okay.
That is it for me.
Planning and zoning, Mr. Holt. Sanitary sewer, Johnson. Nothing.
Nothing.
Buildings and grounds, Weaver.
Looks like estimate on replacing the furnace blower motor on the existing furnace. There's options to buy a new one.
So basically, we got it rigged up to where it's just running all the time right now. It's not like kicking. It's like auto. Yeah, just running like kicking on and off. But we don't know how long that's going to last. But there's three options. We can replace the blower motor, even though the unit's pretty old. So the blower motor might be good, but something else might go out. So, but we can roll the dice there, or we could replace there's two options for replacement. One is $2,750 and the other is $6,750. And I think one is heat only, and I think the other is
AC and
heat. Yep.
Here.
yeah.
It's building.
How old's the furnace?
It's like
17 years old, 18 years.
It's time.
Yep.
and I'm surprised we haven't. Do we have a carbon monoxide detector up there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I always got it.
No, that's the exhaust from the engines.
This place gives me a headache too. It's okay.
So, I mean, I know that we've talked about moving, the village hall, but that's probably not going to be for, 3 to 5 years. So,
Yeah.
Where have you got quotes from?
well, we asked for 3, but the only one that responded was Boyer.
Chuck's. Chuck's.
I'm gonna tell you that's cheap.
This is
Boyer.
No,
No, but I mean, Boyer.
no, that's a good price on the 13 series.
yeah, they treat us pretty well.
Yeah.
Their hometown.
Mark does,
Yeah.
Mark.
But honestly, Roger and I talked about it. We don't have, strong feelings one way or the other. I guess if you put a gun to our head, we'd probably pick option 2 because we haven't had any issues with the air conditioning part. But we're happy, whatever you guys want to do.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go in and do it, we, with the space that they have and everything we need to get done, I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't just do it at one time.
You guys know more about that stuff than I do.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
What do you think?
By the time you jostle the A coil around and cut it and undo the freon out of it.
Exactly.
So just do the
So
whole.
take recommendation from the board.
No, I'd say if you got the funds, I'd go with option 3, just do a whole new unit.
Sounds like those who know agree.
My vote would be option 3.
I think that's a smart vote.
If you three say that, then
I was going to say it's unanimous from the people that know what they're talking about.
So what I hear is, a motion to replace the furnace and AC, with 13-seer condenser and new copper lines not to exceed $7,000.
I make that motion.
Motion by Weaver,
second.
he got you right.
Okay.
Birthday boy got it.
Who's coffee?
That's mine.
Time to start, man. Step up to the
Motion by Weaver, second by Sidak. Any further discussion? And we'll roll call it. Miller,
Yeah.
Pearson,
Yes.
Sidak,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
motion carries.
That's coming out of where?
Streets and, no, that'd be buildings and grounds.
Yeah, they're building and grounds. I don't know at this point whether I'll have to think about it. We'll see what the budget looks like. Maybe if we're under budget on general, maybe I'll just pay it and not move cash up and hold on to the cash for the new building.
Anything under streets and alleys, Rob?
No.
Okay. CEDC, Mr. Sidak.
All right, we have 2 orders of business, first of which is a regular grant disbursement. You'll see in the packet. Project 25C1, that's some work done to remove all exterior metal siding and install new metal, with the addition of 4 garage doors facing 116. Our grand total came out to, it changes pages every single time. It's a commercial project, so it's going to be a little hefty. I think it's just that we max it out.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go ahead and make the motion that we approve the disbursement of $15,000 to Project 25C1. There it is.
Motion by Sidak,
Second.
second by Weaver.
The only thing I would say is this is exactly the type of project I think we have in mind. Took an old building, redid it, repurposed it, new business coming in.
They put all the doors on and everything.
Not that the others are bad, but
This is the yellow building?
It was
now gray.
Grayish brown.
Yeah, it's gray and black doors. Looks nice. All projects are good, but if they were all like that, that would be outstanding.
It brings curb appeal.
Yeah, absolutely. On 116, new business, because it's going to be a storage business. You're going to have 4 storage units there.
Great. So, we'll roll call it. Pearson,
Yes.
Sidak,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Miller.
Yeah.
Motion carries.
All right. Next,
Who seconded?
Weaver.
Yes, I'm-
next order of business is the redevelopment agreement for the Coffee Can 2. And this is essentially the codification of everything we've been discussing for the past 2 months. Several times within this document, it states that we will not give them more than $60,000. So that's pretty much what we are paying into this.
Yeah, so to review the numbers, they get 50% of TIF for 5 years, 75% of sales and BDD for 75% for sales and BDD for 5 years, max of $60K. That means they're going to get about $21,000 and some change on property tax. And if they hit their sales target of $500,000 a year, they'll get overall 5 years. They'll get $37,000 roughly. So most of it's performative. Some of it's, the 20 grand or whatever they're getting regardless. And then just a reminder with Coffee Can 1, we weren't getting either of those 2 things. So this is still new income for us.
And if you look at section B or section C, subsection 3, we have also, thanks to Brian's cleverness, we have a bunch of stipulations in here where they cease business for more than 30 days, or I think it's 30 days, greater than 30 days, if the developer's corporation dissolves or anything happens that might put them out of business, the agreement ceases immediately. So we're not still paying them after they're not producing.
And it's non-transfer.
So I applaud Brian and the team for doing their due diligence on this and really, I think, getting us a program here that's kind of takes the bite out of the last one. The other ones, what?
Live and learn.
Yeah,
It's a good precedent to set for what we want to do in the future.
yeah. I think it's a win-win.
And you
And
said
if they lose, we still
50%.
count.
50% property tax, TIF for 5 years. That's about 21,000. And then, like I said, if they sell $500,000 worth of stuff,
And what's the percentage of?
75 for sales and each. I don't think they'll hit that, at least not initially. They may eventually. But I think the
And
best,
that's limited for how long?
5 years or 60 grand. So if they sell a bunch and they get to 60 grand first, then they're done. If not, they go 5 years and then it's done.
What are they projected to open? Anybody know?
They really didn't want to go public with anything, but they're hoping maybe by the end of the month. So good.
I see people up there.
Well, there were people.
My understanding is they have one health code issue that they're working on.
So I'll go ahead and make a motion that we adopt an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a redevelopment agreement by between the Village of Hennessy, Curry County, Illinois, and NDJ Real Estate Limited Liability Corporation.
Second.
Motion by Sidak, second by Pearson. Any further discussion? This will be ordinance 26-01-01. And we will roll call it. Sidak,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Miller,
Yep.
Pearson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
See, electronic copy to me and Shanna, and hard copy original to Sarah.
This isn't on the agenda, but I do want to put this on everyone's radar that I have been in preliminary talks with the owner of Black Sheep about a similar agreement. I've been a little negligible on pursuing that. But my rationale, and I hope they share in this rationale, that now we have two competing coffee shops in town, and we've just given one an unfair advantage, right, in terms of when it comes to market competition. And so I'm going to be pursuing in the future getting Black Sheep a similar agreement because I want them both to succeed. But also, we just agreed to give one of them a bunch of money back in terms of taxes.
I think that's great. The only thing I would say is the first step will be they need to fill out the application, the grant, or not the grant application, but the redevelopment agreement application. And some of the parameters will be based upon how much they think they're going to sell and so forth, their projections. But yeah, I think it would be good to help them.
Their drive-through opens tomorrow.
Does it?
Oh, they have it?
Yeah, they put it. They went ahead.
Did they get the new Rocky?
No, they got the rock in, the windows open.
Where do they put it? On the south side or the north side?
It's on the south
That's
side.
what I thought by the post.
So it's right the fence that separates them.
You go in the alley by the building, you just come out and turn left, go right down that little gravel.
Did they tear down the building?
I think there was a window there. I don't think it was a drive-through window. I think there was.
I think there was always a
there
window
was.
there. I think they just redid the window because it was covered up on the inside.
How about that? I thought that for sure they're going to try and go for the, redevelopment agreement on that, but they just went and did it. All right, that's end of my report.
I mean, are they doing good business? I mean,
Yeah,
Oh
They're
yeah,
always busy.
they're always busy. I've tried to go in there a couple of times and it's just been like flying back to the door. So it's like I just leave and come back later if I can.
It's kind of like that place in Farmington. They kind of got a cult following.
I think the coffee is probably going to become more of a restaurant than it is a coffee shop anyway. We'll see.
I know. In a previous meeting, I said they had 4 employees, but actually I was wrong. They have 7 employees there.
Wow.
So they're doing good, and they fully took over Sister B's. I don't know if anyone's been in there, but it's like a whole cafe now.
Yeah. Did they get the counter moved?
No, I mean I was in there last week, so I don't know if they've been doing anything.
Because they got to move the counter for the drive-through. So
I don't know if they'll just walk around or what.
that'd be a lot of walking back and forth.
Yeah, they're spry.
They're spry.
And it's
Right. Incident reports, Mr. Miller, administration.
Okay, I think I got all deciphered. There was, let's see, what was that? From 12:10 to 12:29, 64 total calls. 41 were medical.
19 were motor vehicle stops. 7 warnings issued. 9 tickets issued. 1 family trouble. 1 suspicious person. 1 lockout. 1 disorderly conduct, and 1 burglary call.
Did you count each of those line items as a call?
I did.
There's probably multiple lines that are together. There's probably just one call.
I think so. I mean,
I can ask them. I can say,
well, if you look over, there's 5, same date, same time. I don't know why they got
I don't either.
one. Let's see, there's, which I didn't see that till he just said something, but
I'll make a note to ask them why we're getting.
Like on Bologna Court, there's 8 calls for the 14th.
on Jodan Court, all the same time and date. So I don't know why they did that.
I'll send her a note.
I'm gonna say there were 30, the way I counted it.
Yeah, so the same for.
Because all these move something, moving violation, officer stop, those are all separate.
2.
And I'm just gonna say, you people need to quit speeding in front of my house.
Subtract 7. That's
I'm gonna put a speed bump in at the stop sign on Rock because nobody uses it. They're hauling ass when they go down through.
All these are right.
It's right at rush hour, so I mean,
Yeah.
they're doing their job.
I've noticed
Yeah.
some cops.
Oh, yeah, 31.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, yesterday afternoon, they had somebody stop right on 116. And I was like, Sunday afternoon, I like that.
I'm gonna tell them to sit on Murphy Road the next time I see one of them sitting on top. They can sit in the driveway.
I have a question for you, just because one of my neighbors asked me this, and I didn't have an answer for him. So I live on Ruckle, Mitch old place. Past the stop sign, all sidewalks end. No sidewalks on that end of town. Yes. Why and what would it take to have sidewalks? Well, I told him I didn't want a sidewalk in my front yard.
I don't know the answer. I mean, Lakeshore doesn't have them either, right?
No.
No. And that's just,
It's like they stop at where it used to be the old school daycare.
yeah.
And anything past that,
Bad.
there's 0 sidewalks. And I had 2 of my neighbors ask me.
Or if there were sidewalks, then it's like they got too bad, and
I
then
don't think there ever was.
There
I don't
never was.
I don't ever remember any as a kid.
Mostly it's because those houses were built after sidewalks were, the sidewalks ended right there.
the school.
Yeah.
What's this?
Was it Logan or Peoria? I think it's Logan.
Logan.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where the sidewalks originally were. Then those houses were built, and Kansas City had no code to put sidewalks in.
Right.
Because I think do they make the homeowners, I think, on the new part field goal? Didn't they have to pay
Yeah,
to get
that
the
goes
sidewalks
towards the
put in
builder.
themselves?
Yeah. Pretty much all builders pay for their section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a requirement on the new build, is that if, I think there had to be sidewalks, and it was,
Well, I just told him I'd ask a question because I couldn't give him an answer.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know.
I mean, I don't really know the,
think it's just that
I
old,
just-
that section.
Well, when I'm good,
Yeah.
that keeps them all from walking down my mud.
because you see like where the vacant lots are, there's no sidewalk,
Oh, I know.
because they weren't built.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that was the homeowner.
Yeah.
So did anybody else have anything to come before the board this evening? Our next meeting is January 26th at 6 p.m. There is a public hearing at 5:30 on the bond. Those who want to be here are more welcome to be here. Zach, if you go to talk to Black Sheep, I'd like to go with you on that.
Okay.
So let me know. Nothing else. Meeting adjourned. Hey, Shauna.
They got 9 medical calls. I was just looking